That's our birthright. That's our inheritance. That is what we are entitled to as Americans. That is what we are legally and spiritually entitled to. And now, in Miami Beach, a city of degenerates and gangsters, they say, if you post the wrong thing on Facebook, we're going to send the cops to your house. Where's the Trump administration? Where's the conservative movement? Where are the free speech warriors? You're not going to see them because they're controlled by the same people.
Hey, what's up, guys? Today we are looking at a Nick Fuentes clip that's starting to make the rounds on Twitter and YouTube, and he is talking about the mayor of Miami, Florida, and this may sound familiar to our British friends across the pond. The mayor of Miami sends police to a woman's house for posting something on Facebook in criticism of that mayor. Nick Fuentes is going to light up the mayor of Miami regarding his Orwellian police tactics against an American citizen criticizing a public official. Let's go ahead. We'll get into the clip.
The same day, the same morning that we all go to the club, there was another incident in Miami Beach, which is this. So there is some lady, some random lady, I don't even know who she is. I guess some lady who lives in Miami Beach posted on Facebook about this mayor, about this Jewish mayor of the city. And she says, this mayor is a hypocrite. He hates all Palestinians, but he says everybody's welcome in the city. That's a double standard. The mayor sent 2 cops to her house to intimidate her with a printed out screenshot of the post demanding to know, did you post this? Were you the one that posted this? This could incite people to violence. This is America. This is the United States of America. This is a story. It says, quote, in a video posted last week, 2 detectives with the Miami Beach Police Department were filmed questioning Raquel Pacheco, a former candidate for statewide office, over a post she made criticizing what she said was Mayor Stephen Minor's hypocrisy around Israel and Palestine. She said she didn't think much of a Facebook comment she wrote on January 7th, in which she pointed out the mayor's hypocrisy, calling the city a safe haven for all. She wrote, the guy who consistently calls for the death of all Palestinians tried to shut down a theater for showing a movie that hurt his feelings and refuses to stand up for the gay community. Wants you to know that you're all welcome here, she wrote. Minor, who is Jewish, is a supporter of Israel's war in Gaza. He has used his office to clamp down on pro-Palestine speech. Last year, Minor sought to evict an independent cinema from its city-owned space over plans to air No Other Land, a documentary on attempts by Israeli forces to demolish a Palestinian town in the occupied West Bank. Pacheco said she thought little of the post until days later on January 12th, when a pair of plainclothes detectives with the Miami Beach Police Department knocked on the door wishing to discuss the post. They said, quote, what we're trying to prevent is someone getting agitated or agreeing with the statement. They can incite someone to do something radical. That's what we're here to talk about. I would refrain from posting things like that because that could get something incited, he said. This is in the United States of America, in the same city. So think about it. If you host a film festival in Miami Beach criticizing Israel, you're driven from the public space by the Jewish mayor. If you are a resident, a mere resident, and you post on Facebook, you know, the mayor's a real hypocrite. He wants all the Palestinians to die, but then says we're inclusive. They dispatch the cops to go to your house and interrogate you. Did you post this? Did you write this? You play a song for 45 seconds in the club, says Nigga Heil Hitler. Everyone's banned. Everyone's banned from the club, banned from everything. The people are fired. We put out a statement. You're not welcome here. This is the United States of America, or at least I thought it was. Do we have a First Amendment? Do we have a free society? Do we have a culture of free speech? Are we allowed to say whatever we want? Contrary to what the Tate's lawyer said, no, the First Amendment is a license to say whatever you want. It is, by definition. You have a First Amendment right to criticize Jews. You have a First Amendment right to criticize Israel. You have a First Amendment right to criticize the Jewish mayor of the city. You have a First Amendment right to play that song. And you should be welcome anywhere and everywhere in any public space. The First Amendment is exactly what that is a license to do. And by the way, real Americans fought and died for that right. The founding fathers, who are not Jewish, fought and died in the Revolutionary War for those rights. Fought, died, sweat, thought, everything you can think of to produce this country, to give us independence, to give us a Bill of Rights, so that their posterity, so that their descendants would have these rights to a free and open society.
If you're an American citizen and your grandparents or your great-grandparents fought in World War II, these are the people who they fought to protect, and this is how you're being repaid for it. Typically, when you win a war, you're the one who gains the spoils of war. You're the one who gains more power. It's pretty odd to win a war, and then the people who you rescued wind up telling you in your own country what you can and can't do. What that suggests is that you're not actually in charge of your country, and that these people are actually a fifth column who turned your nation state into a vassal state. And I just want to remind you that the actual mechanisms of power that allowed us to take place, they start off by controlling the information systems in every domain: the education system, the technological development systems, cryptography, the way you communicate in the presence of adversaries, your school systems, your media, your culture systems, so your books, publishing, Hollywood. It's the information systems. Those are the heart of the control center that allows for this asymmetrical warfare to take place in the first place. And until you eliminate the influence of their control over these information systems, there is no hope of regaining autonomy. There is no hope of regaining national or personal sovereignty.
That's our birthright. That's our inheritance. That is what we are entitled to as Americans. That is what we are legally and spiritually entitled to. And now, in Miami Beach, a city of degenerates and Jewish gangsters, they say, if you post the wrong thing on Facebook, we're going to send the cops to your house? Where's the Trump administration? Where's the conservative movement? Where are the free speech warriors? You're not going to see them because they're controlled by the same people. Well, that's not America. America's a free country. We have civil liberties here. We have constitutional rights. And it's a question for Americans, what kind of country do you want to live in? Do you want to live in a country that's America first or Israel first? Do we have civil liberties and a First Amendment? Do we have free speech? Or are we going to be constrained by the feelings of powerful Jews? Do they have the right as a cartel, as gangsters, to leverage their connections to retaliate against people for saying or thinking the wrong thing, God forbid? What are our values as a society? Are we a country where you can do anything and everything? You can sell your daughter to OnlyFans. You can sell your daughter to a pimp. Everybody's hooked on drugs. And the economy is built on that. Or do we have a country where we have Christian values and we actually want to promote virtue? We want to discourage drug abuse. People can have fun. We want to discourage all that other stuff. What kind of country do you want to live in?
So a bit of a somber and sobering but necessary clip from Nick Fuentes today. And if you are a British person listening to this right now, you can see how the very issues you've been dealing with, the very infringements on your basic rights to even just think what you want to think and say what you want to say, cops showing up at your grandparents' home because they made a post on Facebook that the government didn't like. America is not immune to those very same attack vectors. We are theoretically in a better place than you in terms of resisting these attacks because we have a First Amendment, but not really. At the end of the day, the very same people who dismantled your nation, they've been at work dismantling our own nation and our own legal protections for almost as long as they've been going to work on your people. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons and helping this channel grow.